Good morning to you. Happy whatever day of the week it is.
Good morning. It's Friday.
It is Friday, and we appear to still be having issues with our feed. So we're still going to go forward here because I have no idea why. No, because we love doing this. We love chatting. Christie just loves going to me all the time.
Well,
what?
We are only on Elements. So I think we should post that on Facebook then.
All right, well, go ahead. I think you have everything open there. So what can we talk about today? Well, life is still pretty bustling and busy. We have a new agent that has come on, only because EXP seems to be just a little slow as far as getting all their ducks in a row. They thought they were good with MLS Vallarta, but we don't like MLS Vallarta. It's actually owned by another real estate company. Why would we purposefully give business to another real estate company? There we go. Riette says we are on Bucerius Real Estate. So there you go. So we are on Elements. We are on Bucerius Real Estate. Thank you for letting us know that. And I do have yerba mate today. So I still have a lot of yerba mate. And for whatever reason, I've been drinking coffee the last couple of days, which has been yummy. Don't get me wrong, but I only have half a cup. This stuff, I'll drink 2 cups. 2 cups, I tell you, of this right here. And these Bodums are actually really cool because you can make coffee, you can make tea. I don't know what else you can make with it. What else can you make with a Bodum?
Well, I've only done coffee
or tea. So there you go. So what's going on, honey?
I'm just writing the stuff for the.
So it would have been easier, I think, just to tag us on everything.
I am going to tag us. I just have to write something.
She's writing a story because for whatever reason, people need to know everything that's happening. Just say, join us on coffee time.
Just don't talk to me. Talk to them, okay? Because
she can't think. All right. So what is going on in our life? What is going on in our life? Hello?
Honey, just give me a second so I can get this finished, please.
Okay,
Thank
go
you.
ahead. All right. So what is going on in our life right now? Today, the ladies are making lunch for a large group of folks at the church. On Fridays, it's kind of the day when people volunteer and do stuff. I have no idea what they're eating.
Pasta.
There you go.
A big, nice spaghetti casserole. Baked spaghetti, so it'll be good.
Yes, it will. And the thing is I can't have pasta. Although yesterday I did have 2 pieces of pizza and a flan. I finally, after 4 months, bought from Don Chinito. As I keep saying over and over, we have 2 companies, not 1, but 2, that drive by at nighttime. They play a song and they sell donuts and pastries to houses. Now, I probably won't have another one for a couple of months, but yesterday I thought, what the hell? Let's just do it. I don't know why you're starting that fan because it's very disrupting at the top. It used to be cool in the mornings,
but now... How is it disrupting? People can ignore a fan spinning, honey. I'm pretty sure. These are adults that are here visiting us today.
Yeah. Well, when we show houses, people are always like, please forgive the mess, because we know that a house has to be clean in order for somebody to buy it, which isn't true.
It helps, though. It does help.
It can help. So yesterday, Christie went to a client's house and cleared out a bunch of stuff. With her permission. Cleared out a bunch of stuff just to make the place look bigger, less lived in, because...
Well, and less personal.
Yeah,
right? Because if
you mark your stuff all over...
Well, that was her home. And it's just like my home. I've got a lot of not very personal things, but I've got a lot of personal things. My decorations, the stuff that I like, not everybody likes what I like.
Fortunately, we don't have a ton of stuff.
I'm glad you said that because you usually complain about how much
Well,
stuff
I
we
mean,
have.
we do in spaces. It's always in like these little clusters of stuff.
They're called shelves.
That's exactly what they're called. And
So,
each shelf has a new cluster of stuff.
Kathy, it most certainly is the Easter weekend. We are,
Oh yeah, happy Good Friday.
yes, we are on Monday. We are having
Easter.
an Easter dinner here because Sundays are very busy for Zach and Chuita. And so we thought it would be easier to do it on Monday. That is their day off. Good morning, Monica.
Good day. Hello, hello. Yeah, we have 2 anorexic turkeys. These are turkeys that had eating disorders.
Skinniest turkeys I've ever seen. They're going to take like half an hour to thaw, I think. They're so tiny.
I think the only reason they took these turkeys out was because they felt sorry for them. And then they packaged them in such a way to make them appear even smaller. So it was nice that you got a full turkey. How much were those turkeys? I mean, those were the skinniest.
They were only 40 pesos a kilo. They were inexpensive. And
Doug says he has stuff. I don't know what stuff you have.
Good morning, Doug.
Good morning.
I'm guessing you mean stuff in your house.
Or in your coffee. Probably in your house.
We weren't talking about coffee.
We were talking about tea. Lovely yerba mate.
My coffee
tea.
is black, like I like it. Good morning, Jeff.
Yep. So there you go. Now you know what we're drinking. You know that it's warming up here in Mexico. So with a cold winter like this, I wonder what the summer is going to be like.
I know we were talking about that the other day. What do you guys guess? Do you think we're going to have a nice, cool kind of
Because it's been kind of a crappy
fresher
winter
summer?
across the world, right?
Or are we going to have a freaking hot? Either way, it doesn't really bother us because we have air conditioning.
That's true. And by then we will have a still, and also we will be growing stuff. I got, I think, like 10 packets of seeds. And it's interesting because, well, one of the asparagus, do you know it takes 3 years before asparagus grows so you can eat it?
That is pretty insane.
3 freaking years.
Yeah.
And then it just grows like 6 inches a day. So once it starts growing, it's like bamboo. Bamboo you can watch grow. And moringa you can watch grow. Our moringa looks so nice right now. It has completely blocked out all of the neighborhood.
It is actually at the perfect height and almost the perfect thickness.
Yep. It was a great idea as to where I got it chopped down because I had no idea. But I had a good idea, but I just had no idea if it would work.
Mm-hmm.
It has worked amazing. Now nobody can look in our windows anymore until we build the wall, which is going to be there. But this season, I believe, guys, we're so confused as to what to do. So confused.
What do you mean?
Do we build the pool or do we do a hydroponic garden in the backyard? I just don't know.
If those are my choices, pool. I can't swim in the garden, and I'm not going to eat that much lettuce. For someone that wants to go carnivore, and he wants to...
No, but we need lettuce and lettuce-like things, like spinach, kale, that kind of stuff.
Kale is disgusting. It is so bitter and
but it's
so gross.
Nutritionally, it's good for... Well, but we don't know because we've never grown it.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Claudia! Hope you heard that.
Yeah, it's Claudia's birthday today, so happy birthday.
Can you tell? It's also Lori Krause's birthday. I mean, if we're going to go
happy
on
birthday,
birthdays.
Lori.
And Darcy's, and Beth Ann's, and Patricia.
We never say happy birthday.
I know we don't. It just is one of those things. Well, the other day, Kurt asked us to say happy birthday to his wife.
That's true, yeah. But it was like weeks ago. You say the other day, I think only because you're so old.
I'm on year 2 with my asparagus. So you are growing it, Kathy?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We have seen in the Sonoran Desert when we drove to Phoenix, first of all, we saw the big wall of dust. You know, in the TV shows when they show something ominous happening and that big wall of dust, we have seen it. Christie was freaking out as we were driving into it. And I'm like, this is exciting because I finally get to go inside one of these.
No, it was terrifying.
It was exciting.
So I'm glad. And next year we'll be able to celebrate together in person because our birthdays are coming up. Our birthdays are in less than 2 weeks.
The other thing we saw table
No, let's
grapes.
go back to the birthdays. It's my birthday.
Table grapes growing in the Sonoran Desert and asparagus. Now, the asparagus that we saw, I must have went to seed because these things were like 10, 12, 14 feet tall, and they were huge.
I wonder if every once in a while you should let it go to seed so you have more to plant.
But if you plant from roots or roots, depending on where you are in the world, it's faster apparently. Yes, I am growing it. So Kathy's on year 2. You still got one more year. Now, I found out yesterday you can harvest starting in the second year, but you will affect the long-term outcome because they will last 20 years.
And they're both officially retired today. What a great birthday present. That's so exciting.
That is very, very exciting. Claudia, you've put in a lot of time with Costco, and it's a good place to leave.
You deserve a medal.
I'm afraid you're still going to probably be dreaming, if you're anything like me, after 20-some years of Costco.
Oh, God, she's not anything.
I haven't worked at Costco in over 22 years, and every once in a while, I still have a Costco dream. And it's not really a dream because I really do wake up angry because in my dream, I'm working, not getting paid. Not getting paid by Costco. Now, Costco was one of the best educations I've ever had. I love Costco for that. But at the same time, not getting paid for it now.
She started it from seeds.
Wow. So, yeah, there's the 3 years.
That's commitment. That is commitment. Almost like being married.
My concern
Although
is...
asparagus seems to be easier to kill than my husband is.
I think we should buy another lot.
Tried.
We should buy another lot with lots of sun and wider.
That's hilarious, Jeff. So Claudia dreamed of an exec walk this morning, which is when the management walks around the store. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny. Kind of funny.
When Costco opened here, this would be March 2008. We had just opened Elements a few months previous to that. And they opened Costco, and we were there, cut the ribbon. It was beautiful. And there was an exec walk that morning. Like, all of the people flew in. So we had 3 plane loads of buyers and stuff fly in with Jim Senegal. And Jim, who really was, he's for the Democrats. I don't get that, but this is why I left Costco. But he would walk through, and he was the nicest man ever. He pretended he remembered us. There is no way in hell he remembered us.
But he chatted like we were best friends. It was kind of cute.
It was. And then as he's walking around the warehouse, we're walking around the warehouse, not following him. Stalking would be proper.
John was stalking. We were just shopping.
And he would be like, John, come here. I want you to ask you a question about this. I'm like, holy crap. So we had incredible favor.
So then for years after, and still there's a couple management that are still there. One talked to me when we were there the other day. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it was fun because we've met him before. Obviously, John had met him a few times. I think we told you this story. I was like out to here. You can't see. Out to here pregnant with Shay. And we stood and chatted for like a half an hour. And John wanted to brag about what a great employee he was. All Jim wanted to talk about was family.
For half a freaking hour.
Shay's our third, so.
Yep.
Oh.
He lived.
You're right, Kathy. It is better because it doesn't talk back.
He lived, and he still may, next door to Bill Gates. Like right next door.
Yeah, we do not know if he's moved or not.
Yeah, I hope so, because Bill is worth a hell of a lot more money now. I mean, so is Jim, obviously. But it was funny because Jim never took more than, I think, $300,000, $400,000 a year. And obviously every other CEO, now he had stock options, etc. But no, the other CEOs, their 20-some million dollar yearly compensation package was rather exorbitant when you compare it to the lowest rung of the corporation.
Hi, Kurt. You have a super Easter weekend as well.
Yes. What are we this weekend? I don't think we're doing anything. You gave all this time off to Shirley.
Yeah,
Shirley still.
Yesterday
working.
She did a showing, but there's nothing now until
Hello, Donna.
Monday, and then Monday we're back at work. We both have showings. You are coming with me.
Why?
Monday morning. So Monday morning, we will probably do a live as we are en route to a showing at 10:30.
Oh. So yeah, this weekend I will be making a video on why we chose EXP, what the compensation package is in Mexico, because we actually know now. And guys, I am so excited about EXP all over again.
I'm just going to say it's weird that you're going to do it while we're all going to be here instead of doing it yesterday when we were all gone.
I like to do stuff when you're here.
No, because we're going to be busy.
Yeah, that's fine. I will at least begin the process of writing down my notes. I will. So yeah, this is what I deal with all day. I don't even know why she does that.
What? Well,
Yeah, I'm out of my tea now. And you're still drinking your coffee.
I still have coffee, yep.
Here, let me go here. Well, thank you, Jeff. Happy Easter to you.
Happy Friday, Donna.
Do we know who is coming for Monday? Have you invited the other people? Okay.
It's going to be a small one.
The coffee tastes good. It's got like a good back note. It tastes coffee-y.
That's interesting. Coffee.
So yesterday, Christie said her shoulder was very sore, so I had to massage that. And it really makes me regret that I do not have my stuff. She does do a lot of eye rolling, Jeff.
He deserves it, though, and you know it.
No, I do not. But yeah, I really regret that my still is not here yet and that I haven't begun my grow up. Now, my grow up is just going to be, it's about 3 feet by 5.5, 6 feet. So it's not huge. And I need to put reflective material. I need to order that from China. You can get that reflective material, which it's like a thick blanket, but it just is like a millimeter. It's like a percentage of a millimeter thick, and it puts your heat back to you. So that's what they'll use in the desert for emergency situations. So you put that along the wall so that way all the light bounces around and it all goes into the plant, because it can be costly to run the lights on these plants. I mean, I only have a 300 watt or 400 watt light, which I mean, we have the sun, but I think the sun is better used for the seeds that I got. Some say some shade, a little bit of shade. Other ones say full sun. So you have to pay attention to that.
Yes, you do.
And everything has to be covered in an aquaponic system, because if the rain gets in there, it's going to water the nutrients down and it may even drown your plants. This surprised the hell out of me, because I always thought with plants, they want water. They can drown because it's the seeds is where, down the root area is where the oxygen is, and the top is what takes carbon dioxide. So it's two different systems, top or bottom, and they have air roots or roots depending on where you're from.
They're roots.
And it's very fascinating. Plants are fascinating.
And Doug, if you are referring to your blizzard you were driving through, you poor man, you are in the wrong country. You are in the wrong country.
Yeah, I had another friend who she left the hot tub open saying, I'll get it in the morning because it was raining or something. And they woke up, huge snow on the ground in British Columbia.
Yuck.
And the hot tub was still in the 90s Fahrenheit. I don't
How
know what
much that would have cost them, though. Holy.
Yeah. Wouldn't have cost us much. Solar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but then we would never have that happen.
Every couple days.
Because first of all, you never leave things open.
No. I do. I guess I do. I don't know.
Yeah. So
I have no idea. Go on.
Shower doors.
Oh,
you always leave that open.
Yeah, but you're not leaving the shower on for days.
Well, no, I'm just thinking. I just said leaving things open in general.
Kurt, it is still not ready. They give me 25 days from the time I ordered, and I ordered it on the 14th. I think it's paid on the 14th. So then from there it's 25 days, and then it's 7 to 12 days after that 25 days. Every day I see videos on what they're manufacturing. My still is so small compared to they do 5,000 liter
Yeah.
whiskey setups. Like these guys set up most of the distilleries in the world. So the fact that I've got this little tiny micro distillery, I don't think they care much.
They're not going to prioritize it. Let's put it that way.
And it is interesting to me because they were so aggressive to get me to buy it, yet they have a big freaking factory.
I think they just have a good salesperson.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just she's persistent.
Any updates on the Copper Hood fan?
You know, Jeff, I'm not understanding my guy that we bought it from. Like,
But when he was ready,
difficult.
you threw all this extra stuff at him, and he does not want to make you sad.
But I keep telling him, just send me the hood fan, and then I said, give me a total of what you have ready. I'll send the money. Well, we have this and this. Well, do you have this stuff too or not? Because he's only touching on a little bit of what I had asked him. It's hard to get answers from him, whether we do it in Spanish, English, call him. It's just, maybe he's busy. Maybe we are just a tiny cog in the wheel, but.
Yeah, but it's been done for a month now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very frustrating to look at that hole now, knowing we've paid for it. Well, paid for a portion.
Half of it.
Yeah. And we have the cash to pay for it. It's not a problem. How far away is he? He's about maybe
19 hours?
No.
9 hours.
Yeah, maybe 9.
8 or 9. He's on the other side of Morelia.
And we're not going to go there to get it.
I would consider it.
Really?
I would love to go back to Morelia.
Yeah, but we would need to be there for a few days to make it worthwhile.
Oh, at least a week.
Oh, well, in the middle of high season.
Yeah, surely.
That's true. So who knows? Maybe we will go and get it, but it won't fit in our truck. Because in the truck we have that low cover. It's not a high cover, it's a low cover.
But even with that, I'm not sure. Well, actually, yeah, it would fit in the back of the truck.
Donna, we've had a lot of adventures this year. And
just one.
Well, no, we went to Mexico City as well.
That was last year.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yep, it was last year. It was in 2020.
Yeah. And
we have more adventures this summer. Yeah. We don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll do something.
Well, my mom, she moved and she lives on a river this time.
We're not going to Canada. That's just ridiculous. There's still, unless that quarantine is totally gone.
That's true.
I am not quarantining anywhere for 2 weeks.
We're done. We are so done with the frickin' quarantine.
And that hotel stay is retarded. I'm going to put that out there.
It is, absolutely.
Send Terry. They are doing a lot of adventures lately.
She won again.
But those are close adventures, like within an hour. I'm going 8-9 hours.
And we already saw the butterflies, the monarch butterflies, which guys were magical. You really, really need to do that before you die.
Mm-hmm. We had clients the other day tell us that we should do tours because they like how we do these short little quick things instead of being like somewhere for a really long time.
But we've been to a lot of the places already.
Don't come to Canada. We're not going to. So in certain areas, it's easy to do those short little bursts because like for instance, Morelia, there's a lot of things that are like within an hour. We could go to probably Mexico City and do a bunch more, although it takes that much longer to get out of the city itself. But if we stayed on the outskirts, because there's a lot of little towns around Mexico City too. Oaxaca, that's another one where there's a bunch of little places that we can go.
Oaxaca's huge too. It is absolutely
huge. And there's ocean in Oaxaca and all that stuff. The thing about Oaxaca, to be able to do that, though, any of those kinds of trips, though, is you really need to have your own vehicle with you. I suppose we could rent one. It depends. The tequila tour was fun. It would have been a lot more fun if things were open.
Yeah, because then we could have gone into the tequila factories.
Tequila is probably something we would do this summer.
Yeah, but now tequila. I will be able to make alcohol. And I will be able to make
So John will do his own tours.
Yep, absolutely. And it'll just be me in a room with like a 7-foot tall piece of metal. It's going to be awesome.
Archie's Walk in PV, so good. It was 30 years or so, but they are still there, so they must be good.
They are good.
They are.
We love Archie's.
We haven't been to Archie's in a while, but they're very good.
And Archie was Filipino, and it was an Asian guy, Chinese guy, who taught him how to cook. And he just recently passed away, the guy who taught him how to cook. And Archie passed away 10 years ago, 8 years ago, in that time frame. But yeah, we've got lots of great restaurants in this town.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, we have our favorites. And when you've lived here over 17 years, you know which ones you like, and you just keep going back to them. Like in Bucerias, Cooley's. If you want a good a restaurant experience where you're going to enjoy the food, you're going to enjoy the presentation, you're going to enjoy the service, you're going to enjoy the location, you're going to enjoy absolutely everything, go to Cooley's.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's on this side of the highway, on the non-ocean side,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, it throws people off. But really, I'm telling you, it would be so much more money to go to this place if it was on the other side of the river.
The other
side
place
of the highway.
that is a new find for us that we'd never been there before is the taqueria or tequilera.
Oh yeah, but we've been to the other restaurants that have been there.
Yeah, but they're not that restaurant anymore. And the food was good. The service was amazing. The tequila was outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good experience. I had fun that night. It was very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, very expensive though to buy their in-house tequila.
Yeah. Their tequilas were expensive, and I'm guessing that if we go to Amatlan ourselves, we might be able to find it cheaper.
That's true. We can go to where it's made, because if you go to where it's made, usually you find it at a better price. But
tequila in general, I'm sure we could.
Yeah, but this year it has been very strange, because even at tequila's gone up so much in price because of the shortage of agave. And if you're driving around tequila, it doesn't look like there's a shortage. But around the rest of the world, they're apparently consuming a lot of tequila.
Yeah.
And I think 70% of Mexico's tequila goes to export. Something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. So Heather is saying that they had a mediocre experience at Cooley's. It was way too busy for the staff they had on. Heather, do yourself a favor.
Go back.
Do it again. Because it surprises me. How long ago was it that you were there? Because even on their busy days, we've never had an issue. And it's not like they know us and are give us preferential treatment. We've just always had, and I hear very, very few negatives about Cooley. So do definitely try it again.
One thing I always say about Mexico
2019.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a couple of years now. Do give it another try next time. Are you here or were you visiting? Do give it another try. Honestly, it's worth the money, worth the time, worth the visit.
Yeah, and I always say that everybody in Mexico is good until they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So sadly, there are ebbs and flows of times. There are beachfront restaurants that we didn't go to for years just because it was bad service after bad service after bad service. It's kind of like 2 times. We kind of give people a place 2 times. And after that, it'll be years till we go back. So don't screw up whatever. When you see us, don't screw it up, restaurant people.
Now, Donna is asking. So Heather said she will try it again. So good. How does the rainy season work? Does it rain 24/7 for days, weeks on end, or like an hour every day for months, etc.?
Yeah, it's kind of like an hour, and usually it's when you're sleeping.
Lots of times it's at night.
Now, in the December, January, you can have a 24-hour rain day. That is not unprecedented.
It's rare, but it does happen.
And if it's going to be a 24-hour, that is going to be the time that you're going to see that. Because during rainy season, typically it's when you're sleeping. Now, in Vallarta, it's very different because they probably have 3 to 10 times the rain of Bucerias. So, which is why when you go to the jungles there, they stay greener, lusher, longer, and it also smells like that vegetation smell as you get into Vallarta heavier. So it's crazy how the rain works here. We're very dry compared to them, but at the same time, we had one rainy season where it did not rain here at all. It rained for maybe an hour. Mm-hmm. It was the dustiest summer ever. We lived near the water, and if our windows were open, everything would be covered in dust.
Yeah,
And we
that
had
was
no
pretty
dirt roads
wild.
there. So I can't even imagine what it would be like on this side of the highway if that were to happen again.
Oh gosh, we'd have to be watering our road so it wouldn't get so dusty.
Yeah, it is. It is very strange. Yesterday, I had to clean the solar panels off because when they installed our solar panels, I said, I want a water system. I want to be able just to turn the hose, turn it on, and everything sprays down my solar panels. Didn't get that.
Lynn's is automatic, you know.
Oh, I know.
On a timer and everything.
Oh, I know. So yeah, when we get we're good because we are going to move our panels. I'm going to raise them, and when we raise them, I'm going to start planting underneath, so that way we still get that sun, not direct, but the sun. And it's going to be like a garden up on the third floor, underneath our solar panels. So yeah, when we do that, I'm going to have a rain system for the panels, because what happens is we have so much dust floating around, and the humidity. So in the evening, kind of when the sun goes down, it starts giving off a dew and into the morning, and that dust settles on it, and you need to turn on your water. Now, it doesn't seem to affect electricity production, which is strange because it really needs to be thick in order to affect the electricity.
Well, it must mean we have good panels.
I guess, or it uses a different wavelength of light. It doesn't necessarily mean it's visible light. I don't know. I don't know enough about solar to be an expert. But I have been learning about growing stuff and brewing stuff. So I'm kind of getting into at least an on-paper expert.
I mean, on video, because you're not writing it down.
Yeah, and I'm also an expert on weight loss. And it just took me 5-7 years before we decided.
An expert?
An expert. Because we have just been watching videos and reading on weight loss for so many years.
But an expert?
Expert.
Okay.
Not really an expert.
On that note, we're going to say goodbye.
Why?
I've got a lot of stuff to do today.
Why?
Because we're cooking for the church and then we're cooking for the family. We have to go pick up some meat so we can BBQ.
That's true. I'm going to be barbecuing like a beast today.
Yes.
So have a fantastic Easter weekend, guys. Enjoy your family and loved ones. If you can see them. If you can't see them, call them, Facebook them, Skype them, whatever the hell. Zumba them.
Yep.
So guys, have a great one.
Wonderful, wonderful Easter. Take care, you guys. Bye.